guys, Geekstorian here with a quick update on the channel. Nothing bad happening, nothing bad at all. I just wanted to take a moment to thank so many of you for starting to follow the channel. I'm hugely appreciated. I'm very shocked. This channel is not that old. I did not expect to hit this level of support on it quite this quickly. But with that said, it comes some things that I've got to be able to do to be able to keep things coming to you guys. One, I'm waiting on the community tab to come up. From there, I'm going to start putting things like polls, questions, etc. out so that I can communicate with you guys that way. I may start doing more updates like this to kind of reach out to you guys to kind of see what you like, see what you're not liking, see what you might want to see more of, that kind of thing, and just kind of get a feel for you guys and check in with you guys and let you know what the state of the channel actually is. On top of that, I'm not going to have an oddity this week. This is what I'm placing in lieu of the oddity. One, because I had a lot of real life stuff come up the previous week that threw me behind schedule. I wasn't able to get as ahead as I have been in the past. Usually I've been trying to do like 2 weeks of the game moments in game history and the oddities and keep 2 weeks ahead, and I failed to do that, so I'm a little behind. So if things are a little slow, please don't be too concerned. Please don't freak out. Please don't get mad. I am working as diligently as I can to make sure that I keep the quality level where I want it, which usually is fairly time intensive, on top of making sure that the story's right, the content's there, and then I get it to you in a timely manner. Average uploads are going to be somewhere on like Monday and Wednesday for the most part. If I have bigger videos, ones that take more time and more editing, those will generally drop on Fridays. That's probably the trend that most of you guys have seen that have kind of like, you know, followed the channel and then come back and taken a look at. That's kind of the schedule you'll be looking at moving forward. So those are going to be the more regular things. I may start doing like every other week, like a moment and then an oddity. It just depends on what you guys are comfortable with, what you're enjoying, and I may try to work some new series in. There's some things where I would like to do more in-depth, thought-provoking things where it might be a little controversial, just to kind of get you guys to respond back and to kind of have that open dialogue. I think anytime you start looking at a console or the direction gaming is going or where it came from and stuff like that, having that kind of open dialogue is kind of a big deal. It's a good thing to think about. It's a good thing to discuss. It's a good thing to debate on. There's been many of you that came in that didn't really like my opinion on things, and I like it when you guys disagree with me, quite frankly. I am a big proponent for open discussion. Some things I consider more facts. Some people may come up with different facts that change the way I thought things were, and that's fantastic. I love that. That means not only did you watch what I put out, you looked at it critically, and then you came back to me with counterpoints. I think that's awesome. I love that. Never be afraid to come to me with some of the stuff. I may agree with you sometimes, I may disagree with you sometimes. That doesn't mean that we're not cool. That doesn't mean I'm not having a good time with it. It just means I may not necessarily agree with you in a particular instance, and that's fine. The more differences of opinion and the more viewpoints we can have, the better everything is, in my opinion. And that goes for everything on this channel. That said, I will have another video dropping this Friday. What I have is probably going to be a re-release of some stuff from my old channel that I have been slowly migrating to this channel because it wasn't doing well on that channel because the channel didn't have the same focus. I wanted a channel that had a good focus and clarity for what I wanted to do moving forward, and this was that channel. So the reason the editing quality is kind of where it's at is because I've spent a lot of time trying to learn to edit on my own. I haven't taken any classes, or I don't really have any training. I've asked for like tips and tricks, and then I've just kind of beat my head against things and tried stupid things until I got something I thought worked. So this works for me now, but it's kind of a growth process. Things will probably change in the way they flow and what I add and what I don't add and this kind of stuff as things go along, because I'm still kind of very much discovering what I like and what I don't like, and things change over time. So, you know, the story arcs will probably get, I hope, better. I'm hoping my voice work gets better, though that's something I've always struggled with. I know some of you guys have mentioned de-essing and various other issues with my particular voice type. I understand that and I respect that. I've spent hours and hours trying to fix audio problems. I am not an audio technician, so I'm kind of doing the best I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it really doesn't work, and I have to go back to what I was doing because it worked better than whatever I bashed together, trying to fix the problem and made it worse. So I apologize in advance if I'm not fixing that the way you guys would like. Again, there comes a point where it's just my voice, and that may be unappealing for some, and I can't really do anything about that. So sorry. As for upcoming things, this will come out on Wednesday, the following day, Thursday, October. Why am I in October? Thursday, August the 31st. No. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know months. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. September 1st. Thursday, September 1st. I will be on Brutally Honest Gamer's channel. He's starting a new kind of podcast up where he brings people on and he talks to them. I'm one of the first guests he wants to bring on. So if you guys want to go over there and support him and check out that stream and ask me any questions or point out anything maybe I do wrong or things that you didn't necessarily like, or just ask for things that you might want to see on the channel, I would be more than happy to see you guys there. Again, I'm super thrilled at the response, particularly to the Turbografx video. That was astonishing. I did not expect that video to take off the way it did. I expected it to have similar numbers to things I'd had before. And you guys just kind of took it and ran with it, and that was super humbling. I have no words. I'm super appreciative. I'm glad you're all here. I'm looking forward to having more conversations like we had in the Turbografx video. That video has been so much fun. When you guys have disagreed with me, when things have gotten heated, when things were just like, hey, I had this memory or this thing, and I love all of that, you guys. I love all of that. That's more than enough reason for me to almost perpetually do this channel, because I love that kind of interaction. I like seeing that. I like hearing your stories. I like hearing your viewpoints. I like hearing what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought around that time period, what you think about it now in retrospect. I find all that stuff fascinating. It helps me learn. It helps me grow. And part of this channel is me learning about things from the past that maybe happened way before I even knew that they happened, and then bringing that to you so that you can see it. Or you guys telling me something that I didn't know about, so I can go out and I can research it and I can learn something even newer. That's why I really do this. So I'm so glad so many of you guys are here for that journey. It's awesome. I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked for what it looks like for this channel moving forward. I have babbled for 8 minutes now, so I'm going to stop and remind you guys again, I'm going to be on a podcast on Thursday, September 1st, on Brutally Honest Gamer's channel. I will put a link to his channel in the description. He is doing that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So adjust for your current time zone, and I'll see you guys there, hopefully. Thank you so much again, guys. I'm absolutely stoked. I can't be happier. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for hanging with me on this video. Happy gaming.